Good morning. It's about 2:30, almost 3 o'clock, Wednesday morning, July 30th, and I've been up all night because I can't sleep. Apparently, I just have too much on my mind, so I'm going to go and make a little coffee. Not that I really need the coffee, it is decaf, but yeah, what the hell. So while that's brewing, I thought I'd touch base on a few things. When I moved out to this property, I was very indecisive about doing so. One, because it's about an hour and 20, an hour and a half away from Indianapolis, where my son and his family live. But I really needed to get out of my apartment. I have a wonderful landlady, decent apartment, but I was really feeling very claustrophobic and like a caged animal. I didn't have enough room. Well, now I have too much room. My home here is nice. It's a 16 by 80. It's a 2001 mobile home. It's 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. It's on just a little over half an acre, and it's really just too much for me. I've only been here for a few months, but I'm really undecided and not very content with my living here. I want to be, but I'm not. The home itself it's okay. It needs a little TLC. I didn't realize just how much TLC it needed till after I moved in. I do have 4 new windows coming pretty soon. Um, Actually, they were supposed to be installed on the 15th of July. However, that whole thing didn't go very well between the confusing communications and the crew that was sent here. But so that didn't get done. It will be getting done soon, though, and a different crew will be coming. There are just some things that I guess I didn't count on. So, did I settle buying this place, moving out here? Yeah, I did, but I wanted out of my apartment a lot more than I was willing to wait. I'd already been waiting a couple years to find some place to move to, and I just really had kind of had enough where I was. And but I truly am struggling to be out here. It's not a bad neighborhood. My neighbors are fine, are good. I even have a neighbor who's come over and mowed my yard for me a couple times. Um, I just don't really know how I feel about being out here. Might even do a little cooking today already. I have part of a chuck roast here. Might just cook that up this morning. It'll take a couple hours, but I won't make you guys hang out for that. I also want to mention it's not that I'm not grateful. I am grateful. I'm grateful, I'm thankful, and I'm blessed to be here. It's just more than I really want. I wanted a tiny home, but they don't have that kind of communities around here. I'd have to move away somewhere else, and I really don't want to do that. So this is my option for the time being. Not trying to be a pissy pants about it. I have no reason to be a pissy pants about it. I'm just not. Maybe I'm just not in a good place today. I don't know. I haven't slept because the dog next door won't stop barking. They leave that dog outside 24/7. It escapes every now and then, but he's been barking all night. I went to bed at midnight, and I still haven't slept, and I'm probably not going to till sometime later. I'm not going to edit. I don't edit. I'm not able to edit. So, bear with me if you so choose to. Um, this place needs some TLC, and I don't have the energy or the funds to do what I'd really like to do. Yeah. Cheers. Over the years, my 64 years, I've put myself in a lot of situations. Don't we all? I don't regret buying this property. And don't get me wrong, I don't regret it. But I'm finding very early on that it's more than I know what to do with. And I'm not sure I want to stay here. I'm not sure I want to stay here. I have everything that I need. I have everything that I need. I kind of had it all planned out what I wanted to say, but I'm not doing a very good job at it, of course. And that's okay. I'm not a YouTube content creator. I'm just vlogging occasionally, whatever I'm doing. This robe's a little more than I need, I guess, huh? I have the temp set at 68, but it stays 68 at the back of the house. But up here in the living room and the kitchen, the air is a little different. It's a little warmer up here. Even though I've closed off some of the registers so that more of it comes up here, it's better than it was. I don't know what to say. I don't even know why I'm on here. Usually I'll think I know what I want to say. I'm not depressed. Hmm. I guess I don't really have nothing. My watermelon's doing pretty good. My tomatoes aren't. I don't think I belong out here. And I'm not quite sure what to do about it. So, anyway. Uh, if I move back to town, that means I'll have to get a job. And I'm not very good in the employment. I'm not a good employee. I don't like working with people who um, aren't accountable for their actions or lack thereof. I'm not a good employee for places where there's no good management. I'm not a team player. I'm not. And I don't say that as because I think I'm better. I say it because I just prefer to work on my own, and that I can be part of the team in that manner, but I don't like working with other people. I don't like being, I prefer to be responsible for the good, the bad, and the ugly parts of my own job, whatever that may be. And so if I move back to town and rent, because rent is absolutely ridiculous, I'll have to get a job. And I don't really know how I feel about that. I retired early because when I was in so much pain from my fibromyalgia and also emotionally and mentally kind of had enough of people's BS. So yeah. Anyway, I'm just babbling. I know. I'm sorry. That doesn't mean you have to watch it. You don't have to. I'm just talking because I need to. Admitting my struggles. I have lots of them, including my diet. I've been basically on working on the carnivore diet, the animal based diet. I eat a lot of meat. I don't eat a lot of fruits and vegetables. No bread, no rice, no pasta. I stay as far away from sugar as I can get, and that's hard. I'd like to have stuff, but I don't feel good. Um, my inflammation has gone down quite a bit. I'll admit to that. I've also lost 20 pounds since January of this year. And so that's been good. Not that I necessarily was looking to lose the weight, because I wasn't that heavy. I think I went I kept bouncing back from 165 to, you know, farther up like 180 and stuff for years, and was hanging out at about the 170 for quite a while. But once I went carnivore, I went down about 20 pounds since January. And I've been trying to do the carnivore diet for a couple of years and it hasn't gone very well. But, it is what it is. Might have to cook up that chuck roast. I'm trying to decide if I want to do it on the stovetop or if I want to do it in my air fryer. I've been using my air fryer quite a bit. But yeah, that's where I'm at. So, not very entertaining, I know. No music, no editing. I don't edit. The only editing I do is like, I just kind of pause things and then I kind of move along. But anyway, I know I've stumbled a lot through this. I just kind of had to put it out there that um, I want to be content where I am. I think part of the time I am, and then other parts of the time, I'm not. And maybe that's just part of home ownership, whatever it is. But I was really looking for a smaller place. And I think I had hopes and dreams about what I wanted to do out here, and that's just not going to be the case, I don't think. And I don't mean to seem like a negative Nancy or a downer Debbie or a crazy Karen, Karen with a C. Remember that. I could be one of those Karens, but I choose not to be. Anyway, thanks for listening. Good night.